Hi everybody, this video is for my Valentine's Day romantic smoky eye look. So keep watching if you want to see this tutorial. First, you're going to want to use an eye primer or a base to prep your eyes. I'm using MAC Painterly because I like the pinky color that it gives my lids, but you can use any kind of eyeshadow base that works for you. And usually you want to use your ring finger. Clearly I'm using my middle finger, but anytime you're working around those delicate eye areas, it's best to use your ring finger. I'm going to use the Naked 3 palette for this tutorial because I'm obsessed with this palette. I think it's so beautiful and I think the rose gold colors are so romantic. I'm using a crown brush IB119. It's the deluxe crease brush, and you can see that I put that in Nooner from the Naked 3 palette. Now, in making a windshield wiping motion, I'm just warming up my crease with that and just creating a really nice neutral, cloudy, kind of like rosy base for my eyeshadow. I don't want a real harsh look for this eyeshadow tutorial, so I'm blowing this shadow out by really blending it. And now I'm going to take the Chanel number 3 brush, which is just their tiny little bullet crease, and I'm using dark side to define my crease, and I'm really just going to blend dark side all the way along my crease up into that like smoky cloud that I've made into Nooner. Once again, not doing a really dark look at all, and I'm doing a little bit of a sideways V in that outer crease just for definition. Now you can see that I'm really blending that, focusing on keeping it with a really soft and cloud-like look to it. And I'm just using that same brush to blend that I used to put Nooner on. Next, I'm going to take MAC Fix Plus and the MAC 242 brush. I love this brush working with pigments because I think anytime you use pigments, you want to use a synthetic brush. And I'm using the MAC Naked pigment. I love this pigment. I think it's so beautiful. Now you can see that I've actually switched to the other eye. The footage that I had working on the eye that we had been started with, it just was too blurry and I just felt like it wasn't that great. And so, sorry that's a little confusing. And there clearly, during this tutorial, I got confused as to what eye I was working on. But don't worry, in a minute here we'll switch back to the other eye. Now take a minute, try to dry that eye as much as you can, and check Instagram to see what's happening while you're waiting for that to dry. You want that pigment to really dry without getting on top of your crease. You want it to stay on your lid. Now I'm taking the Chanel number 3 brush and I'm dipping that in Black Heart, which I love out of this palette. And I'm going to define my outer V with Black Heart and that bullet crease brush. Also pulling Black Heart down along my lower lash line as my shadow liner, just to give a really soft but still defined eye. And just to darken that outer crease a little bit. Like I said, this is a smoky eye. It's just a romantic take on a smoky eye. I used my finger just to really kind of smudge that shadow, just to soften it as much as possible. Now I'm using the Too Faced Perfect Eye Waterproof Eyeliner, and I'm tightlining my eye, which means I'm putting my eyeliner in the waterline of my eye. That just gives more definition to your lashes. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of that black liner and run it along just right at the lash line. So not really even a liner, but really just deepening the lash line. And I'm going to continue to do that until I have a perfect line. You guys, I hope that you will take time, because this is a Valentine's collab video, so I hope that you'll take time to watch the other Valentine's Day eye tutorials. I'm doing this collab with 9 of my friends, and this is also a giveaway, and we want you all to enter the giveaway. Now, I know that means you have to subscribe to all the other 9 channels, but honestly, they're channels that I watch, and they're girls that I love, and so I hope you will too. Next, I'm going to take the NYX Wonder Pencil in light, and I'm going to just define my lower lid, my lower waterline with that peachy pencil. It's kind of a peachy pink, and it makes your eye nice and bright. So that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to take the Smashbox Eye Primer, which I can't live without. I love it so much. And it really thickens my lashes. I don't usually curl my lashes or wear false lashes for everyday life, but I find that the Smashbox Lash Primer really thickens my lashes up and actually gives them a nice bend or curl. Now I'm going to take the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and I'm going to load it on my lashes. I'm actually going to do several coats. This is the first coat and I'm really taking care to make sure each lash is defined. Once that first coat is almost dry, I'm going to come back in with another coat and just add a bunch of more mascara to that. The very last step is that I'm going to take the MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost and I'm going to highlight my under eye. This is a technique called Lit from Within that I learned at the MAC store. You're just basically dabbing the concealer in that pattern right there, and then you're going to see that I'm going to take my Chanel foundation brush here in a second and I'm going to blend that in. Any sort of foundation brush or concealer brush will work to blend that in. You could even use your ring finger if you like. Clearly, I work very fast. Just kidding. Sorry this is out of focus. I don't know why my camera does that. But I'm going to make sure that's all blended and lit really well. And the very last step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in dim light and I'm going to set my under eyes with that powder. I'm actually going to set my whole face with it because I think it's so beautiful and it will diffuse that look for a perfect romantic face. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you'll subscribe if you're new to my channel and stick around to watch my other videos. Thank you so much and happy Valentine's Day!